Greetings, young men. This is Principal Kafele, sitting here in my Las Vegas hotel room getting ready to speak all day long. Administrators, school leaders from all over the country, but as I always say before I get started, I got a message for you. That message is, don't get stuck in today, because tomorrow is coming. Once again, don't get stuck in today, because tomorrow is coming. What am I saying? You know, young men, today, this is who you are right now. This is who I am right now. But when I backtrack and think back 10 years from now, 10 years ago, I should say, I'm not the same guy I was 10 years ago. I wasn't doing bad things, but I've grown enormously. I've grown exponentially. I know so much more today than I knew 10 years ago. I'm so much more experienced today than I was 10 years ago. I'm so much wiser today than I was 10 years ago. See, I've grown. You're growing. So as much as we've got to take care of business today, as much as we've got to handle our business today, I don't want you to get so stuck on today that you forget that tomorrow is coming. You've got to make sure that the decisions that you make today are wise decisions that you'll be comfortable with tomorrow. See, you can make a bad decision today and pay some consequences for it today, not realizing the impact that it will have on your life 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Even 5 years from now, a year from now. You've got to think all the decisions that you have before you through because of the long-term implications those decisions have. So I'm looking at myself and I'm looking at how I've grown, but I'm also thinking about who I'm going to become. So although I'm where I am now and I've experienced whatever success I've experienced, I'm not done growing. I'm thinking about me 5 years from now. I'm thinking about me 10 years from now and where I will be and who I will become. So I'm preparing now, not just for what I do today, but I'm preparing now for what I will be doing with my life in 10 years, in 20 years. I plan to be here for a long time. I'm preparing for that. So let's look back at you. And the question is, in what way are you preparing for later on? So you got to think through your decisions. Let's say, for example, I see a lot of young men and young ladies for that matter. They'll put a tattoo on their arm. Okay. Now, I'm not going to beat up on the tattoo. I'm not going to bash the tattoo. That's not what I do. I don't criticize things. But let's say you put on, let's see you got a new tattoo and it's got some kind of message on your arm, some kind of message that you've written on your forearm. Well, be careful about the messages that you have ingrained on your arm, tattooed on your arm or tattooed anywhere on your body. Because the question is that message going to be relevant to your life in 10 years? Is that who you're going to be in 10 years? Maybe that's who you are right now at your young age. But maybe with time and experience and wisdom, maybe that's not who you're going to be. Would you want some message that has nothing to do with who you are today, 10 years from now, still ingrained on your body, on your flesh, on your skin? So I'm saying to you, or maybe even the tattoo itself you won't be into 10 years from now. Forget the message, just the tattoo. Maybe you won't be into having ink on your arm 10 years from now. Maybe you will have evolved into someone else. I'm saying to you again, don't get so caught up, so hung up into now. Who you are now, what you believe now, what you're into now, because tomorrow's coming. So make sure that you're thinking about tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, I don't mean literally tomorrow, but I mean 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. Make sure that the decisions that you make today are decisions that you're comfortable with, and you know that long term, these were still good decisions that I made right now. Don't make decisions today because you're so caught up into today that you don't think about the long-term implications, because you don't know what you're going to be, who you're going to be, what the opportunities that come your way are, what the possibilities that come your way are, and whether or not the decisions that you make today adversely impact those possibilities for tomorrow, meaning that those doors close on you because you made horrible decisions today. So again, who you are today, it matters. But make sure you consider who you will become tomorrow. Don't get so stuck on today that you lose sight of tomorrow, because tomorrow is coming. Enough said, young men. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's make it happen. This is Principal Kafele. I'm in Vegas today. Got a big one coming. Thanks for listening. Peace.